Hi fairies, how you doing? So today I'm going to be talking about the two novels I've read this year. I know only two novels this year and we are like already halfway through the year already. Or like these are just the two physical ones I've read this year. I mostly read novels like online to my phone. But I feel like when you read the hard copies, just sticks differently. So I'm going to be like telling you guys my opinions on this book based on some questions I wrote out. So let's start with this one. This one, The First Prophet by K. Hooper. So now I have to go to the book to know the first thing. So okay, the first question here is, I'm just going to keep it here. Why did I pick this book? Why did I choose this book? I picked this book because of like this, the back. I read what was written at the back and I was drawn to the psychics. Like the first line is, within the FBI there exists a team of psychics whose powers cannot be denied. So that's psychics I read. Like I'm so obsessed with anything supernatural, like anything that has things that is out of the contrary. I'm obsessed with it. So this psychics was what made me to buy this book. It was not the book I went to buy, but as I saw it, I decided to forget about the book I went for and get this one instead. Second question, what did I like about this book? I liked everything about this book. It's not my style of book. I'm mostly a romance girl. Like I like romance novel more, but this book was just something else. Like the beginning of this book down to the ending was like, it was different. Like the girl, okay, from what I just said, the psychics, you know how psychics works now. They have all these their visions and the rest. So she saw a vision of herself and like she just stuck to it, and then trying to, when she finally had the courage to like break free, it was just different. So I enjoyed this book because of the pacing, the suspense, like the things they went through, even when it seemed like, oh my god, they're just going to allow the boy to die. But then it's not that they could not allow the boy to die because of all that things. I'm trying not to spoil the novel. I enjoyed the pacing of this novel. I enjoyed everything about this novel. There was no boring parts in this book. There was no part that was like, I can't go on again. Like, it is mind blowing, this book. Okay, the third question, what I didn't like. I would say I didn't like the fact that the girl wasn't able to like express her powers very well. Like it was mostly her just running, but I guess that was also what made the book unique, like how unique it is. I guess this, I don't really see anything I don't like in this book. Who enjoyed this book? As people that enjoy supernatural things like fantasies, things that are out of this world, will enjoy this book. People that thrive on mystery, thriller, they will definitely enjoy this book because it has that vibes, and it has a little bit of a gothic vibe, I guess, like a little bit of horror. Yes, horror. So I'll rate this book a 8/10, just because I did not like that there was no much. The romance came very late in the book, but it came at the appropriate time and it was needed where it came. Will I read this book again? Yes, it's actually a series. The book is actually a series, so Once I find the second part of this series, I'm going to continue the book, and for me to understand the back, I think I would just have to like reread everything again. So yes, I will definitely read this book again. On to the second book, The Secret Pearl by Mary Ballot. I don't know if I got the pronunciation of that her name very well, but yeah, you guys can see it. I love this book so much because it's a romance book, and it just like is my type of book. When I went to get this first book, I was looking for this book actually, but then I didn't see it. Like where it was like kind of hidden. So I'll just pick this one first, and I was like, okay, I'll try this one out. But then I remember for this book after I was done with this one. But I love this book. I picked this book first, like our first question now. Why did I pick the book? I picked this book because it's romance. I'm a sucker for romance. I picked this book because it's romance, and then I won't actually say I picked it because of the bag, just for the sole fact that it's romance. Yes, because it's romance. What I liked in this book, I loved the romance in this book. This book is an enemies to lovers romance. Like the girl was going to go into prostitution, and then her first customer turned out to be a duke, and they just like worked things out through the enemy way. But it was so enchanting, like the mood, the scars, when she was having the bad dreams about him to when she started having the good dreams about him. This novel is late. Like both of them were just injured in different ways. She ran away from home because of an accusation. In his own home, he was married, but it was like he was suffering in his marriage. This book is heavenly. What I didn't like about this book, the duke that the protagonist of this book fell in love with had a very pathetic marriage life. Like very, very pathetic. So I did not like how his marriage life was, and then even the child that he had from the marriage was not even his own child. It was that bad. That's what I didn't like about the book, because that part pained me a lot. So who would enjoy this book? I would say romance people that like reading romance novels will enjoy this book a lot, because it's a romance novel. It might have other themes, but I don't think I really noticed them because I just thrived on the romance. Yeah. So I'll rate this book a 10 over 10. Because it is a romance novel and it is perfect. Will I reread this book? Definitely I will. Over and over again I will. I loved it. So we have come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and tell me if you are going to read any of these books. Bear in mind that they are not new books. Actually, they were published years ago. I think one was published 2011. So if you stay to the end of this video, I love you, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and leave a comment. Thank you.